Welcome to the channel, everybody. I am Benningfield. Today I got another movie car build for you. It is the International MXT. That's the name of the truck that the one and only Dwayne The Rock Johnson, aka Hobbs in the movie, was driving in the New York scene on Fate of the Furious, where they grappled Dom's car and they're trying to stop him. And this is the truck that he was driving, or as close as we can get it in GTA. But yeah, it's an International MXT is the name of the actual truck that I'm trying to recreate. But if you want to build this car, you just bring up your phone, go to the internet, and it is at the Southern San Andreas Super Autos. Scroll on down to the Canis Camacho, $345,000. Not too bad, pretty cheap price. You can order in whatever color because we're going to change it anyway. But yeah, you just order it, save it up at any of your garages. You can customize any Los Santos custom, or your office garage workshop works just fine, but we're going to do it right here at the Los Santos custom. Now we roll it up in here. And I do think I like the Comanche. It's good for off-roading, and I like the look of it anyway, regardless of the fact that it's in the movie. But yeah, just strictly cosmetics. You don't have to do the armor or brakes if you don't want to. The bumpers, though, front bumper, we will leave that stock. He didn't have a brush guard or nothing too crazy, and there's nothing else that kind of resembles it as close, so we'll just leave that stock. For the rear bumpers, you also want to leave that stock. He didn't have any kind of covers over the lights, nothing like that, so that's pretty simple. Engine upgrades, you can do that if you want, that's up to you. The exhaust, I did go with the twin stealth exhaust because you can see it just barely pokes out the side, and I did look on his vehicle, you couldn't see where the exhaust was coming from, so go with the twin stealth exhaust. Explosives you don't want. Doors, you want to leave those stock. He obviously had the doors on it. His did have like a full roof, but this is close as we can get because you can't put a new roof on it. The grill option, you want to go down to the retro grill. He had the vertical lines on it, and there was no tag or nothing like that. So retro grill. For the hood, we want to go with the side vented hoods. He had those, you can see where that little vent up by the windshield, and he actually did have those. So I had the side vented hoods. Horn doesn't matter. Lights, I generally do xenon. I just think it looks a lot better, but that's just personal preference. You don't have to do that. Livery, this is where it could have been better, but it's not bad. The livery, I went with the 3-color camo, and actually in the movie he had a digital camo like we have in the game, but they don't have it on this vehicle for whatever reason, so that was unfortunate, but this is still pretty close, so go with the 3-color camo. Lost and theft you don't need. Plate, I went with the black one, it don't really matter. Respray, primary color, you want to go down to metallic, or don't do it, maybe I did do metallic. Classic, yes, classic, yeah, because it didn't have that big of a shine. Classic and mariner blue will go back. Primary color, go to classic, and mariner blue. I said marina. Anyway, mariner blue on the primary. Secondary, we'll go to classic, and we will do the mariner blue again. Same thing. That's just the arches. You don't want it all the same color. Don't need a crew emblem on it. Roll cage, we want no roll cage because he had nothing. He just had the bed on the back, so we don't need none of that stuff. Leave it at no roll cage. For the roof, you can't. He had a solid roof on it. I wish that was an option. If they had the digital camo and the solid roof, it would be almost identical. It would be a really, really close build. But go with the stock roof because it's as close as we can get. Don't want to sell it. For the skirts, I did the slat skirts. He did have a side rail. It wasn't quite as wide as these, but it was a similar style, so that's the closest we're going to get. And they were just black, so just go with the regular slat skirt. Suspension, I hated doing this on an off-road vehicle because I generally leave those up high for clearance, but looking at the photo, his tires were all the way up real close in the fender wells, so that's why I went with the competition suspension. It does give you a closer look to the movie. If you want, I guess you could leave it stock and so you can off-road a little better with it, but if you want the complete look, I think the competition suspension looks the closest. Transmission's up to you. The bed liner, I did go with the bed rack. I think it just cleaned it up, made it look a little bit more, I didn't want any stuff in the back, but I think it just cleans it up, makes it look more like a militarized type vehicle that he would drive. You can't really see in the bed anyway in the movie. So I went with the bed rack on the bed liners. turbo, doesn't matter. Wheels, wheel type, we want to definitely go off-road. Stock rims, and go the mil spec Steelies. Those are the closest in the game. Actually, they're pretty close. So go with the mil spec Steelies. I can't speak. On the off-road, wheel color, go with the carbon black. I went with that because they were black, but I went with the carbon because it kind of blends in with the black that's in the roof and stuff. Just a little bit more of a lighter black. So carbon black on the wheels. Tires, tire design, he did not have any lettering or anything on it, so leave that stock. And the tire enhancement, I do suggest bulletproof tires, not necessary. Tire smoke doesn't really matter. And the windows, I went the limo tint. It doesn't really changes the back window more than anything, so I think it just cleans it up a little bit better, blackens it all out. So go with the limo tint. Yeah, there you go, guys. Well, it's dark now, of course, when we're pulling out here, but there you go, guys. That is the International MXT that the Mr. Dwayne The Rock Johnson drove in Fate of the Furious. It was just in the New York scene, it wasn't a big scene, but I really like the truck, and I think it's a good look for the Canis anyway. For the Camacho, whatever it is. Anyway, I think it's a good look for the truck anyway, and it's really close to what it was in the movie. There's a couple other things I wish you could change, like the roof, and actually get the digital camo. Then it would be almost perfect. But I think it's a good one to add to your collection if you like me and you like collecting the movie cars. And if you have any movie car builds or TV car builds that you'd like me to do, just put them in the comments below. We will try to get to them, and I will shout you out if it's one that you suggested. And yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. Sub to the channel if you're new. Hit the like button on your way out, and you can follow me on Twitter at Benningfield01. I always post when the live stream starts, new video drops, and you can get a hold of me through the DMs with some movie car builds or whatever you need. And I appreciate you guys, and I'll catch you in the next video.